Right, the cards I'll read off, everyone. I've split into three piles, 1, 2, 3, and this is for Decan 1, Decan 2, and Decan 3. Now, the cards I'm going to read from are the Soleone Tarot. So they're my oldest cards. They've been with me for over 30 years, those cards. Then I've got the Rider-Waite cards, which most people will be familiar with because they're very popular in England. And then the other ones are playing cards. So you can see that these have been with me for many, many years as well, these small playing cards. Okay, so we've got Decan 1, Decan 2, and Decan 3. Okay, this reading is for the star sign of Pisces for Decan 1. So we'll just pick 3 cards out. So we've got the Knight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, oh, and a nice card, the Nine of Cups. Go into the middle row, and we've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Star. Right, so nice cards coming out for your Pisces. Oh, and another absolute belter card, the Nine of Cups. Okay, and on the bottom row we'll put a couple of the little playing cards out. Okay then, right, so it starts off with the Knight of Swords. So when you see this card, it's almost as though you've had loads of activity going on in your life, but you feel as though you've been going round in circles a bit. So there's been loads happening, but have you been making any kinds of progress? Excuse me. So this is the nature of the Knight of Swords. Loads of activity, but not really feeling as though you're actually even getting anywhere. But that seems to change now. There seems to be a turnaround because the Wheel of Fortune comes in, and the Wheel of Fortune talks all about a shift in energy. The tables have turned, and you wasn't expecting that as well. So it's a bit of a surprise change in events as well. So the way things have been, it suddenly goes like the other way. And there's a wish going on with this as well. So the Nine of Cups is a wish card in the tarot, or it guarantees your happiness. So even if it's a really bad situation, that card would say, don't worry, it'll go all right. It'll come out to your advantage. So it looks as though this, like where you feel as though you've been on a bit of a treadmill and not really getting anywhere, it looks as though this is about to change around for you now. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is, it's all around manipulation, really, that card. So you're pulling things the way you want it to go. You're doing what you've got to do to bring things round to the way you want it to be. And then we've got the Star, and you know what you want for the future. So you've got another really good card, the Star card, wishing on a star. This is what you want it to be in the future. It's implying that you haven't got it right now, but you're working on it. And you've got that Nine of Cups, you've also got it again, with the Rider-Waite. So you've got the same card coming out twice, which is the wish card, telling you, everything is going to be just exactly the way you want it to be. And coming next to the Star, really, it guarantees that what you're wishing for, you're gonna you're gonna get that. You're gonna have that. Now with your little playing cards at the bottom, so you've got the King of Spades, which is authority, really, and then you've got the Queen of Hearts, which is, it's the emotions, and Pisces is represented by the suit of hearts as well. You could hear about maybe trouble in a relationship, really, when you see the King of Spades coming out. Um, Maybe this is what this is. Maybe it's been trouble in a relationship, but you're starting to see it go the way you want it to go. It's starting to build towards something, but the heart, emotions, and it just looks as though March, think the energy's starting to move in the direction you want it to. And this is when you can finally see your wishes starting to take shape, and you can see that they might come true. Okay, this reading is for the sign of Pisces, Decan 2, for the month of March. Okay, so I'm just going to put 3 random cards along the top from the Solioni. Then I'm going to put 3. Okay, from the Rider-Waite cards. And then I'm going to pick out 2 from the playing cards. Okay then, right, looking along the top row, Pisces, it starts off with a card called the Tower. Quite a dramatic card, really, because it is kind of showing a rebuilding is got to come in your life. And I do think that this is a needed rebuilding as well. This is the best thing what you can do, but it's not easy. And if you look at the card, it looks quite dramatic, doesn't it? There's someone falling out of the tower. And what you're imagining is it's like a tower collapsed around you, really, and you're putting the pieces of your life back together. So it's never easy, but it's necessary. And I would say with this card next to it, the Ten of Wands, that is a card of oppression. And you notice the bundle, what the woman is carrying, she's bent over with the weight of it. But it does indicate really that when you get to where you need to be, but when she gets there, she can put all those sticks down. So that's what you can do. Like once you get there, you can put these hard times down, but it is a necessary change that your life needs to go through to rebuild and get yourself on track. Then we've got an Ace of Swords, and it's telling me that you don't like the options. If you go that way, you don't like it. If you don't go that way, you don't like that as well. So it looks as though when March opens, it is kind of saying, you're still working on this rebuilding, this new these changes, but it looks as though you're finding it difficult to cope with it. You're not finding it easy, and you feel as though you need some strength to pick you up and help you to carry on going. So you're feeling weighted down, really. As we come into the second row, then you've got this one, which is the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups it's a little bit pipe dreams, like nothing come of it. So there's a little bit of like a sadness around that card as well. And the Hangman is telling me that, you'll put this out of your life, but it's not anything that's fast moving. The effects of the Hangman stay around for a while. And if you imagine, a person that is hanging, they're not moving anywhere. And that's what your situation's doing. It's moving very slowly. It's not going as quick as what you'd like. And there's also sacrifices to be made with that card as well. When we get to the next card along, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, and that is a card of manipulation, really. So I think that there is a warning in there for you to not be manipulated by anyone or anything. Do what you think is right and best. And just looking at the last two, what we've got there, we've got the King of Clubs coming out, which is someone, maybe is around to help, but integrity, that card. So it's someone who you can trust, and who you've got time for. And we've got this Nine of Clubs, which is telling us that it's the completion of a phase in your life. So it does look as though you're going through it a little bit, emotionally, I would say, and you're feeling pressured as well. But don't despair. It is the end of a phase and a new one will begin shortly. Okay, this reading is for the star sign of Pisces, Decan 3, for the month of March. Okay then, so I'll just pick any random 3 cards out from the Solioni. And 3 from the Rider-Waite. Okay, I've got the pack upside down. So no good, everything reversed. Okay, and the last one, 2 cards from the little playing cards. Okay then, so Pisces, Decan 3. Right, start off with the Magician card. A nice card for you there, because it does tell you that all the luck is going your way. So it's going to be a lucky month for you, March. And it kind of signifies that, if anyone's going to be doing any deceiving, it will be you. So, you can pull anything out the hat this month, because that's what the magician does. He pulls the rabbits out the hat and works all the magic. Now, it looks as then you come to the card called Lover. Now, that's generally around your relationship, but it's one of those cards what talks about where there's a crossroads. So things can go either way. You can choose that way or you can choose that way, but it's something that you're in control of, because of the Magician card. So you're the one who can do anything that you want, really. Now, there is an optimistic feel around it, because they are both nice cards. The Lover is kind of like, it can go like this, where you can pick that path or you can pick this other path. And then we've got the Seven of Wands, which tells me that you're making some kinds of new plans, um, and you're bringing these plans on. So this card kind of links with the Shakespeare, the play Macbeth. And at the beginning, you get the witches around the fire, when they're making that, casting that spell, um, to do the king. And so it's like, you're making this happen. So it's something that you want and you're choosing. You've got a choice whether to go with this or not, but you're choosing it, you want it. So there's something that you've got your mind set on. This card here tells me, now it's about getting over something or making something better. It does that often show up when someone has been even sick, and they're getting over it. But it could just talk about fixing a situation, and it looks as though that's what, you're on it, you're obsessed with getting something right. And it could be something in your relationship as well. You're making new plans, there's something you want very much in your relationship, or not necessarily in a relationship. It could be that the choice is to get involved in a relationship. So, but if that is if that is the scenario, I would say that you've brought that on, the magician, and you've made like you've made the plan. You've wanted this to happen. Seven of Swords. Now that's when you wait into ambush. So your plan's nearly there now. And then we've got this Wheel of Fortune, which is turning the tables in something and bringing in this energy that you very much want, by the looks of it. Now, just looking at the last couple of cards at the bottom here, which is these two playing cards. So I've got the Jack of Spades. Now, this one is be careful, because it's a bit of a warning card that it's someone negative or someone who can let you down or someone who can betray, really. So I would say that there could be a friend there. Um, be careful who you tell all your business to. Okay, be careful who you reveal something to, because it might just come back and bite you. When you don't expect it and you don't want it as well. So a little bit of a warning with the two playing cards there.